Hi everybody, this is All Things Cheryl here with another video. And before I get into what my subject is going to be, like this video, subscribe to this video, comment on this video, and become a subscriber. Now, I'm here basically to talk about an incident that basically took place back in February 2020, where a young man basically was minding his own business in a way of basically jogging. And his name is Armand Arbery. Armand Arbery. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Well, Armand Arbery basically lived in, I believe, Georgia or Atlanta, somewhere around in the southern states. And come to find out that this young man, Alban, was basically doing his normal ritual. And his normal rituals was basically, he basically liked to jog. And he was basically your average young black man, basically wearing, perhaps his hoodie and perhaps his jogging clothes, shorts and tennis shoes, or whatever else that he had on. Now, here comes along two white men, a son and a father. Decided that they wanted to basically do what they call, quote unquote, a citizen arrest. It was said that somehow, somewhere in one of the communities, that a robbery had took place and had occurred. And of course, I'm sure they probably had one of those walkie-talkies or whatever you basically put in your truck when you want to hear what's going on basically in the highway. So they got this over the waves or whatever, and so they decided that they wanted to take it upon themselves and go look for basically this person or this young man or suspect of a black man jogging. Now they came across Armand and they saw him, and from what I understand, now there is a video that's basically out there, and that video is basically very, very disturbing. And what you will see, if you get a chance to see that video, what you will see, you will actually see Armand being shot down in cold blood murderer. Now, they stated that there was a third person that was involved, and that third person was basically responsible for the video that has been and that has gone viral. Now, they are saying that this is not the first time that these two gentlemen, a father and a son, has basically been intertwined in all kinds of interesting history, I'm gonna say. And we find out that these two, father and son, the father is like 64 and the son is like 30 years old. Okay, now back in February, when all of this occurred, the prosecutors or whoever was in charge of the town basically did not want to arrest these two gentlemen. So they have been running scot-free. They have been running up and down the highway free of charge and not charged with anything. Well, guess what? When that video got leaked and that video went viral, and the media and I'm going to say basically grassroots. There's one thing about grassroots. When grassroots media, and especially social media, get a hold of something, and grassroots can work. Grassroots is something else. And so they got a hold of it. We didn't know where the social media community didn't know exactly who shot this young man, and we found out, or they found out, or the people who investigated it found out. And guess what? They posted their names, because I'm not going to call their names. They posted their address. They posted their social security number. They posted everything about these two individuals. Well, today is Friday. Well, it broke last night, I don't know, around 8:30, 9 o'clock, that these two gentlemen who basically killed Armand in cold-blooded is now in jail, and it's now charged with murder and something else. I don't know exactly whatever else. This was a whole bunch of stuff going on, a whole bunch of interesting dynamics with this. But basically, I'm going to post a picture, and you're going to see the picture of Armand, and then you're going to see the picture of this father and son who decided that they wanted to go on a killing spree. Now, there is a movie, and it's very, very disturbing, that basically talks and basically deals with white people basically hunting down human beings, not necessarily hunting down black people, but basically hunting down human beings. It is basically, in my mind, sick, playing games and stuff and killing people and hunting down. Now, our community has always been under the microscope as far as when it comes to people of color being afraid of us. Now, being afraid of people of color, I think the shoe should be switched on the other foot. We should be afraid of you guys, as far as being violent, as far as, wanting to bear arms, wanting to have the right to shoot and find no particular reason as to shoot and kill, but use certain parts of the Constitution to basically get away with, as far as you murdering and slaughtering and killing people of color. I mean, I can get very passionate with this. I think I better stop while I'm ahead. Like this video, subscribe to this video, and to know that we are in a pandemic. Yes, we are in a pandemic. This pandemic has basically have taken over the world, and the community that is basically really suffering the most is the black and brown community. Although you may think that we are the ones with the serious numbers, but when it comes to I'm going to say media, basically mainstream media, basically you're seeing a few people of color, a few people of African descent, but majority you're seeing white people. But that is not the case. The true story, we, the people of color, the African American and the people of color, are basically losing their lives to a mystery pandemic that it seems like it has no end to it. And yes, all of us are basically doing washing our hands 150,000 times and trying to make sure when we go out and cover our mouths. But I want to bring it stop here because I'm getting a little emotional. Till the next time, this is All Things Cheryl, unfiltered, unapologetic, here to let you see that my face is in the place. Until the next time, peace and love. Ciao.